What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I have the final review video on MPC's Ridge Runner Modified, or known as a Pinto Modified. So right off the bat, the kit went together super well. It's one of the quickest, easiest builds you're gonna do. It took me about, it only took me like a week to do it, maybe a little over because I took more time into it. But if you want to do a nice, quick, simple, easy build, so let's say you're in a challenge for a 24-hour build or a 48-hour build, a group build, this is probably one of those kits to do. I mean, there's 4 different versions of this kit that MPC has, and of course this is the Pinto version. I mean, this kit, you can literally easily knock this out of the park less than 24 hours if you had to. I mean, this kit is just, it's not fancy. It's not a fancy car, dirty up like what I did here. I mean, you can really take this your own way. So this is a short track race car. So from late 70s to early 80s, this is. You can do a dirt, short track dirt oval track like what I did here, or they actually race these cars on pavement. So if you want to do a pavement short track race track, do just a new, obviously do a much cleaner version. That's obviously do so as well. But I want to do the dirt version because I actually like these cars a little bit more in the dirt because they look more suited in the dirt, and they look better weathered in the dirt like I did here. It looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and show you what I did to it. So this is actually for my hobby shop, my local hobby shop I have here in town. I did it up for them because they don't have a model with their logo on it, and they're selling models a little bit later last year, 2020 or 2021, my bad. And they're selling, they sell a lot of models. So I was like, you know what, I want to build a model for them, and because they have a model club going there now. I think it's every 3rd Saturday of each month they meet up there. And they have a little model display at their entrance, so it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna give this to them and for a little gift, and obviously they're gonna keep it because I built it for them. So decals, pretty much every single decal on this is not included in the kit. I actually didn't use any kit decals. It's actually brand new how I use it, so I haven't used any kit decals. So all the decals you see here is not included in the kit. So the number 8 is from Go for Racing, the old-fashioned racing decal is called. So we get that going. Obviously the Small Addictions, Traxxas, Horizon Hobby, and Arma decals are homemade with a water-slide decal paper I made and print them out and scale them down to size, and they looked pretty good. And then all the rest, like the sponsor logos, so our decals, those are from other kits I had. I keep their decal sheets, so they're from random different kits, decal sheets. So and also this one's homemade as well. So I didn't use any kit decals, and so I didn't want to use the number that came with the car because it was gold, and this number actually matches the logo. So we got the green theme going on with the chassis on the car, then the yellow and red matches the yellow and red on the logo as well. So we got the little theme going on at their theme color, but their main theme color is green, so that's why we did the chassis and the roll cage and stuff the lime green, because that's their theme color, the lime green. And that's really what their walls are in the whole hobby shop, which is pretty cool. So I kind of wanted their green, their theme, and black as well for the black background, which is the car. So the body color is just plain old black. It's actually a Rust-Oleum black because I didn't want to go with something fancy because I'm gonna weather it. But I just have used Rust-Oleum flat black, and then I 2K cleared it with the Splash Paints 2K clear. Looks amazing. And then obviously I weathered it a little bit. I use MIG Mega, pigment and stuff. I used their Dark Earth, and then I use some of their washes here and stuff, and I use engine grind, fresh engine oil and stuff to weather the engine. So it has a nice dirty look to it. The tires obviously under the body, and obviously didn't want to make it clean. I want it to look like it's been getting used. So the green is from Tamiya. It's called light green, I believe. Here's the number. So it's light green. X15 it's called, or it has the code for it. So light green, more like a lime green, whatever you want to call it. So it looks pretty good. The bumpers, the Nerf bars, front and rear bumpers and Nerf bars, I did them up a little bit. I got the lighter or heater and stuff. I heat them up a little bit. Dented them because these cars, they're always bumping into each other and denting the railings and stuff, and you know, they're always dented. They're not gonna bother denting them back out because they're gonna get bumped again. So yeah, all the bumpers and just bumpers, front and rear, and the Nerf bars are just dented and stuff. The body I dented a little bit, but not too major. I wanted to look like he kind of painted over the dents again and restickered it, so I didn't really do too much to the body. Just the dents are there, but he covered up and just painted the car again and, you know, restickered it. So that's why I wanted to replicate. But the bumpers and stuff he didn't really care about, so they're still pretty dented up. So it looks pretty good. The interior, it's the floor and stuff, it's basic on these cars, and the firewall it's just aluminum. So I use outclad regular aluminum, just no fancy aluminum, just plain aluminum, flat aluminum you want to call it. Then the roll cage is this lime green, and obviously there's paddings in there, so I did the paddings in black, obviously, to, you know, their paddings. The seat is included the kit. I even had to use the kit seat because I think it suits more of this style of this car, of this age of a car. So black on the seat, and then they had mold in the seat belts. So I'm gonna have paint those seat belts red just so they stand out. And then the steering wheel is aluminum and a black wheel. So yeah, basic in the interior. I mean, it's nothing too major. There's no gauge cluster decals included in the kit, but all you have to do, basically what I did is I just got silver paint in there, or you can use a multi-chrome pen, highlight the gauge clusters, and just put black wash in there, and they stand out perfect. I mean, they're pretty visible, and they're pretty in depth of like detail. So just highlight with silver or chrome, whatever, and then just do a black wash, and they stand right out. It looks amazing. And oh yeah, there's a fire extinguisher in there as well, so just did it red. That's pretty much about it. The chassis, it's all green, the whole green. The diff, everything's all green. Obviously weather it, put dirt under there and stuff, and yeah, it looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and go under the hood. I'll just pop some of these little pegs on the radiator. So my kit, my particular kit, it was actually missing an engine half. So I've never had that happen to me ever on any model kit. That was actually the first time I've experienced that. I was like, oh wow, because I did an Unbox Monday on it, and I was like, am I missing an engine half? I looked in the box, nothing in the box. Looked in the bag, nothing in the bag. I'm actually missing an engine half. So obviously this is a Ford Pinto, so it has a Ford engine from the box. So I went ahead and 3D printed it. So this is a 3D printed engine. The engine's not included in this kit. Well, this particular engine, I should say, and transmission. So the whole engine and transmission is all 3D printed. I went ahead and I printed up a small block Ford 302 engine. And I think it looks pretty cool because the 302 engine has pretty good amount of torque to it, and you know, I think it'll be good for racing. So that's what I did, and I painted Ford engine blue. Transmission, I printed up and set that on there and painted that aluminum. And then the only thing that's included in the kit is the exhaust. The exhaust is in the kit, so I went ahead to use the exhaust, obviously, and paint those white so they stand out. And that's how these cars were back then. They were just white exhaust. The filter is from Parts by Parks, aluminum air filter, and just in case you're wondering what the number is, it's 3004, because there's different types of filters they have. So 3004, this is their big and tall filter. That's what these known for these race cars, and it fits perfect under the hood. I mean, the hood has this nice hood scoop to it, and it fits perfect under there. The hood doesn't pop open, and it has that nice breather, so it looks pretty cool. And this is the filter that comes in the kit, and it's okay, but I think that looks more suited and looks a lot better. So, and I wired it, distributed wires and battery wires, because the battery is super visible. So I went ahead and did battery wires. I did brake lines. Keep in mind, this kit does not include any type of radiator hose. So if you're using the kit engine stuff, there's no radiator hose. So if you want to go with extra detail or more realism, you're gonna have to make your own radiator hose. So I did that to top and bottom. That's kind of weird they didn't include any radiator hose, but it's okay. But If you don't care, don't worry about it. But if you care about it, because it's obviously pretty visible. So if you want to go over extra milestone, add some, just get some radiator hose in there, and it'll add much more detail to it. But other than that, that's pretty much about the whole build. I mean, it's very simplified. It's one of the easiest kits to build. Like I said, MPC Round 2, they have 4 different versions of this car, and this is just one of them. And it builds up beautifully. No issues. Everything went together pretty darn good. So I'm really happy how it turned out. So take it your own way. If you want to do a short track dirt like I did here, weather it, beat it up, whatever you want to do, or you can do the pavement. They also waste these in pavements, and which is more cleaner, obviously. But small addictions, they erase the mud balls, they call them, RC trucks, in the dirt. So I kind of wanted to do the dirt version to replicate what they do for RC trucks. So it's pretty cool. But other than that, guys, that's basically it for this build. Let me know what you think. Pictures in the photo booth at the end, so stay tuned. But other than that, guys, until my next video, I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy.